Hello everybody, welcome again to another segment here. We have something new to talk about. We are at a crossroads because this month we have the first meeting of our new board. April 19th is our first meeting where we will choose by election a chairman, vice chairman, and second vice chair, as well as the rest of the executive committee. So are we going to choose the right chairman? There's been a lot of action. And all the supervisors, the new supervisors and the ones that are still on the board, received a letter from someone that wants to be the chairman. And we have some concerns. Dave Froehling was vice chairman last session, and he was vice chairman for the previous 6 years, actually. And he wants to go for this vice chairman. Now, I want to present some facts, and I came across a really good opinion piece, and I think you're going to enjoy it. It's full of facts, but a great opinion piece written by yours truly. Now, I couldn't take it to the 3 newspapers in the county because I believe they wouldn't have printed them in its full form. They like to keep you short. So we're coming to you with our concerns right here excuse me, on Free and Dodge. I'm going to be referencing this because I have a lot of details in here, but I believe you're going to want to hear these things. I actually did call up Mr. Froehling after I received his letter, and I asked him if he would reconsider his decision to run for chairman because of some concerns I had, and I mentioned some of these concerns, and he didn't think twice about it. No, he's going to go for it, and I want you to see what you think about these. Also, I would like you to call up your supervisor, whether it's a new supervisor or the same supervisor from last session. Call them up. That would be, you have Sunday, Monday, even Saturday. Yeah, so you have a couple days here to call them up, and when I'm done here, you'll see that we really do not want Mr. Froehling to be our chairman. I'd like you to communicate that to your supervisor and call a few others too. But I did talk to him. This isn't behind his back. I have nothing against Mr. Froehling at all. It's nothing personal. But we're going to look at what has happened this last 2 years. I've been involved with Dodge County government for 2 years now. I have seen things, I know things, and we have record of things. And we're going to be bringing those things, some of them, alongside his letter that he sent out. Now, a bonus for you, after the election takes place, we're going to do a follow-up video, and it's going to be very revealing, and I won't tell you why yet, but when we come back with the follow-up, we will know more about Dodge County government than we ever knew before. So take a listen to what I have communicated to all the supervisors, and I want to give this information to you also so you can call up your supervisors. Please find a way to get active in Dodge County government. We are really doing well here. We are moving forward. There's a lot of good things happening, and I would love you to help us be a part of this and make it happen. So I sent this out to the supervisors, as I said, and because Mr. Froehling refused to reconsider his decision, I want them to know why I asked him to do that. He's been vice chairman of the board for 6 years. He's been on the board for nearly 20. He came on in 2003 by appointment, I believe. But he's been here a long time. He might even be someone that's been here the longest now that we have had some others not come back. But that is a concern also, and you will see why. First thing, a little background. When this previous session began, Dave Froehling, very secretly, and I'll read this, it was discovered that Vice Chairman Dave Froehling quietly and secretly met along with Chairman Kotke and Second Vice Chairman Marsick in Marsick's home to discuss some county business. I also believe that our Administrator Milky and a county employee were there also. The problem is the specifics are hard to come by because there is such an air of secrecy that is cloaking this whole event. But we know it's true. They admitted it happened, but we get no details. Because of this, the Board of Supervisors brought forward on July 21st, 2021, resolution number 20-06. You can look it up for yourself. It was brought before the full board to stop this management team, as it was called, from doing this illegal activity apart from the board, because the business they talked about never was brought before the board for full board action. They just kind of took care of it on their own. That's not supposed to happen. But our vice chairman, Dave Froling, was a part of it, and that's not really the part that concerns me the very most. It does concern me, but he starts his letter trying to get people to support him for this chairman position by stating that he is looking forward to working together with all the supervisors for another session. Now, let's compare this statement with the comments he made just prior to the vote of Resolution 20-06. Back on July 21st, he disagreed with and sternly rebuked the full board for bringing this forward, even though there was a good reason to do it. And he stated, matter-of-factly, "I do not believe I did anything wrong, and I would do the same thing over again." Now, you tell me, is that the proper mindset for a potential chairman of the Dodge County Board of Supervisors? Does this express a desire to work together, as his letter stated? He was unapologetic for his independent and illegal action. It was not even there. Absolutely not. I was at the meeting. I saw it happen. I'm a first-hand material fact witness to everything I am saying here when it comes to these type of things. Is this his way of respecting varied opinions so as to be able to work together, as he also states in his letter? I don't believe so. The very next sentence in Dave's letter states, "With the change in the board and county leadership, we have an opportunity and duty to bring Dodge County together for the betterment of all residents." Shortly after that, he assures us of his strong, fair leadership. Now, it's difficult to know exactly what this means, because you can make things sound good, but it really doesn't give you any specifics. But I, for one, have kind of had my fill of self-proclaimed peacemakers that come and we're going to unify the country. We're going to unify the state. Now we have someone that's going to unify the county. Well, here's problem number one with this statement. Dodge County, I don't believe, needs to be unified. The citizens, businesses, things like that, they have no problem. It is the government of Dodge County which is divided. Now, why did the government fall prey to this type of division? They have been under 16 to 18 years of Supervisor Froling's leadership, 6 of those being as vice chairman. Why would this have happened? I think if there was strong and fair leadership, we wouldn't have seen this happen. The chairman and second vice chairman were right along with him in the beliefs, how to run the county, how to do business. It has not produced unity. So it has led to more problems during these past years than it has solved. I personally see plenty of dissension and strife within our county government, including the board, of which he is a member, at a level which a strong, fair leadership would not have seen. So here's another way to look at his strong, fair leadership. Let's look at the Finance Committee. He is chairman of the Finance Committee the last 2 years. He chairs it, he runs it. Let's observe some more consequences of what I'm questioning here. I first ask you a question. Answer this in your own mind. Do you believe, no, let's start it over. What do you believe should be done if a committee meeting is interrupted by a supervisor sitting in the audience? What should be done if this supervisor sitting out in the audience badgers and harasses a sitting committee member at the front of the room. Would strong leadership qualities in a chairman just allow this to happen? Would it allow this harassment to go on without a challenge? Think about that. What would you do? Should a chairman sit by silently while this unacceptable behavior takes place? Now, truth is stranger than fiction. You're saying, well, this couldn't have happened, right? Well, I have seen various levels of this type of thing go on at Finance Committee meetings, but the most flagrant time, the most blatant time was on October 11th, 2021. And you can go to Free and Dodge and see this. We recorded it. This public harassment from a fellow supervisor went on for a minute or maybe close to 2 minutes. I wasn't timing it, but it just continued to go on and on. The supervisor from the audience kept harassing a supervisor on the committee. Now, strong, fair leadership should have engaged that obnoxious supervisor from the back of the room. But what did Mr. Froling do? He did not regain control of the meeting. He left it go on and on. You wonder why? It was one of his comrades. He wasn't going to do that to him. Well, the committee member that was under this public verbal attack finally was eventually forced to protect herself and to deal with it. And she called out the offending supervisor, asking for an apology, which he kind of choked one out. It's kind of interesting to watch it happen, but every time he apologized, he said, "But," what happens when you say "but"? And you should watch this. It was quite interesting. But this supervisor who was at the front of the meeting in the committee had to call out the problem supervisor on her own. She actually showed stronger leadership than the chairman did. And you can again view this exchange on YouTube under Free and Dodge. In conclusion, we do not really think Dave Froling should be our chairman for these reasons and more. I'm just bringing this forward because this is important stuff here. This is foundational things that are wrong for a leader of a board of supervisors to be guilty of. And to continue to be quite honest, I have spoken with many citizens of Dodge County and elsewhere to know that people are fed up with government officials' decisions based upon relationships rather than facts. It's like who you know, it's not what you know. That is wrong. That is politics. We do not want anything to do with politics. Dave Froling is a nice guy. You can talk with him. You can, chum around with him. He had good conversation. I have nothing against him. But he's not board leadership chairman material. He's not the best candidate for this position, no matter how bad he wants it. That's just reality. So what was it that I brought here in front of you right now? Number one, he put his fist in the face of the Board of Supervisors when they were bringing him back to legal activity, to legal action on Resolution 20-06. It's very disconcerting the way he just would not receive that slap on the hand. It was deserved though, no doubt about it. Number two, Dave has been in a high position of leadership as vice chairman for 6 years. He has been serving with a chairman and second vice chairman that has identical goals and business practices, yet they have allowed Dodge County government to become divided at many levels, including the board. But now he's claiming to be the answer man. He's going to solve all these problems that began nearly 20 years ago. How ironic, that's when he came on the board. Something doesn't fit. Third, Dave has been unable to consistently show, and I'm not saying he's a bad leader, but I'm saying he cannot consistently show the strong, fair leadership. He hasn't done it at his committee meeting, what he chairs. So why should we assume it's going to be any different at a full board meeting? If you can't be trusted with the little things, you know how it goes. Dodge County is ready for a change. We need a change of guard. That is why we had all these people running this spring. That is why we have a board that has 11 or so new people on it. Dodge County wants change. So if Dodge County wants change, all right, our chairman didn't run again, our second vice chairman didn't run again. Now suddenly our vice chairman wants to be chairman. Is that change? It's not. We need a different chairman than Dave Froehling. He's been in this type of leadership position too long, and we are reaping the consequences of it. We have a responsibility as supervisors to the citizens to make this change of guard happen on April 19th. I am coming to you to ask for your help. Call supervisors. Also express this desire to have a change. We do not need Mr. Froehling in that position as chairman. Dave Froehling can still be an effective supervisor without being chairman, vice chairman, or second vice chairman, just like we all are. We're not saying he can't be on the board. He doesn't fit into leadership anymore. That's gone. Dodge County wants something different. So I want you to know there is another supervisor already on the Dodge County Board of Supervisors that is more qualified. So please call up your supervisor and others and let them know we don't want Mr. Froehling to be our chairman. I hope you can take action on this. I appreciate all the help you can give. And we'll get back at you after the vote with a follow-up to let you know how it all went. Thank you.